Hello KMA Land, I'm Bob Peterson, Industrial Technology Instructor at Red Oak High School, here with our final look for this year at the Red Oak Industrial Technology Program. With this episode, we're going to visit with two different students from actually two different classes this session. The first one, we're going to visit with Thomas Bentley about the spring semester with the college welding, where they participate in three different classes. One is Intro to Oxyacetylene Brazing and Cutting. They also take an industrial safety course, and the third is a Intro to Stick Metal Arc Welding. So Thomas, we've had three different classes that you've had to go through this semester. We talked about the intro to cutting and brazing. Brazing is a little different process. We use a lot for repair. What kind of things did you have to do with the brazing when you were working?
We had to braze a tin can. We poked holes in it, and then we did sheet metal. We had to braze sheet metal together, which was pretty cool.
So brazing is kind of more of a repair type of an issue. So patching holes and things like that's kind of where it came in at. We also had an industrial safety class. As part of that industrial safety class, you had to go take a 2-day course. You want to tell us a little bit what that course was about?
The 2-day course was a OSHA training class, so they teach you safety and health at a workplace, and 10 hours, and it was long.
Two long days, but you got an actual OSHA, which stands for Occupational Health and Safety Administration. They got a certification once they finished that class that they can now have a card that they could take with them to look for employment and things like that. So did you got to have a shot of your card there, I guess? So, and this card is good for how long?
Lifetime, and yeah.
Yep. So you can keep it as long as you need to, and if you lose it, you get how many replacements?
One replacement.
Then he has to take the class again. So the third class then that the college welding students take in the spring semester is the stick arc welding course, and that's a little bit different. They get to actually work in all kinds of different positions. There's actually 4 different positions that they work in. So what did you think of having to do some of those different positions?
The different positions, those were different. I mean, I'm used to flat welding, but you had horizontal, overhead, and vertical welding, which it was cool to learn, but very difficult.
What was the most difficult part probably of overhead welding? Did you have to wear anything special for that or anything there?
The first couple days I didn't wear the leather jackets that we were supposed to, so I got burnt pretty bad, but I figured that out. Leather jackets is a must.
Gravity plays a big part in that, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so one of the things that in the college welding course he's been working on recently is a little project that he has going on here. You want to tell us just a little bit kind of what you have here on the table?
We made a C-clamp, and it's not my greatest weld, but it's all right. And at first we used the CNC, the plastic cut table to cut out our clamp and our pieces. And then you could either use a MIG or the stick welder, and we had to tack it all together. And then we got 3 bolts that we put one on the top, and then we have and then we use all thread to thread it through, and then we'll weld another bolt at the bottom, so that way it'll have a bigger platform to when we clamp whatever you need in there.
Cool. So you kind of go back a little bit to your intro to fabrication class, where you actually had to tack and square things up, and a little practice and going there. So good, very nice. So you've gained over the year, you've gained a lot of experience in welding and stuff like that. I'm kind of thinking back to last fall. You actually brought in something from working on the farm. What did you bring in that you needed to fix there? Do you remember?
It was one of the airflow things on the bean head for the combine, and one of the little lip things, or I can't remember what they're called, broke off, and had to make my own piece and weld that back on.
And the interesting thing about that, it was out of what type of material?
It was aluminum.
So I had to do a little different things working with the aluminum and process that as well. So awesome. Well, thank you very much. So now we'll head over and visit with Darian Wright and see what she has going on for the electricity course this semester. We're here looking at the Red Oak Industrial Technology electricity course with Darian Wright, a student in the course. And over the course of this semester, they get to learn a lot about different components and things that go into a circuit and different types of circuits, and also get to do a few little different projects and stuff. So one of the very first projects that you started on, do you remember what it was, that first project that you built?
110-volt tester.
So when you did that, what were some of the skills that you had to learn in order to be able to put that together?
We had to learn how to solder, strip wire.
You remember any of the components that were in that? There was something in there that had some colors on it and stuff like that.
A resistor.
Resistor, yep. So we were learning about resistors and things at the time. So good. So as the class progresses, then we learn more about circuits and different components to the point where we get to where they start to order some kits, and they actually get to put some of these kits together, where they work with some different things that they haven't before, circuit boards being one of them. And Darianne's going to show us what her project is here. First of all, what is the name of your project kit?
A lie detector test.
A lie detector test. So it's supposed to, if you tell a lie, it's supposed to be able to tell that, right? Okay, so what happens, or if you want to explain the kit here to us just a little bit as to what's going on?
Well, it goes by the tense of your body when you're lying, so it makes a higher noise when you're lying. But for this, it has the thumb pad, and when you lie, you tense up so like your thumbs will go down, squeeze it. Mm-hmm. So we have the resistors and the capacitor and the IC integrated circuit.
Very good. So you got some different components and things there. So you mentioned that when you hold the touchpad, it's basically measuring the resistance or the impedance in your skin, and you said that when you tell a lie, you have a tendency to tighten up. So when you tighten up, what does the kit do? What does it make a noise, or what does it do from there?
It makes a noise. It's kind of like a high pitch. It goes up when you're lying, or if the pitch stays the same, you're not lying. You're telling the truth.
Okay. Very, very good. So you picked out a couple of components and things there. This you said here was a resistor. I see there's a bunch of different colors and things like that on there. Why is there colors on that resistor piece there?
The value.
So you can read those color bands and tell the value and stuff from there. Okay. Now, if you flip that over, can you kind of show us what's on the back and maybe tell us a little bit about what you had to do there?
Well, we had to solder the pieces of the wire so it will stay still on there. But we had to learn how to do different solders. A very small solder, they can't be touching or else it wouldn't work.
Creates a short or something like that. So you have some that are really close together there and things like that, made it a little bit tricky to put it together then.
Yes.
So a little bit of skill and stuff was involved. So very good, very good. Darianne also is employed at the local hardware store and has worked there for quite a while now. Maybe considered possibly a little bit more of a non-traditional job, but do you have any electrical components and stuff at the hardware store?
We have volt testers. We have wire, all different kinds of wire.
So
we also have like housing wire as well.
Okay, so a few different things. So you've got a little experience with a few things. So if they came in and asked for something, you might have a little knowledge to throw at them about it or something like that. So very good. So did you enjoyed your electricity class and gotten a little bit out of it?
Yes, I have.
What would you recommend, say, as a female, would you recommend girls getting into industrial technology? Say maybe somebody like in junior high might be watching this. What would you recommend to them?
Well, I recommend to them that they should take the class because it can help them with life experiences after they graduate and after college.
Great, because you never know for sure what you're going to be doing, do you? So great. Well, thank you very much, Darianne. So that kind of wraps us up a little bit with our looks this month at the college welding and the electricity program here at Red Oak Industrial Technology. This is our last video segment, so we appreciate everyone that's tuned in and watched over the course of the year. And as always, if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to get a hold of me here at the high school. The number here is 712-623-6610, or by email, which you can access from the school's website. And as a reminder, kind of keep an eye on KMA. I'm sure here sometime in the fall with our new school building project that there will be an open house, which our industrial technology program I'm sure will be part of. So if you would like to actually come in and look at the facility, and I could visit with me or anything else, or any of the other fine programs that we have going on here at Red Oak, whether it's curricular, fine arts, ag, or CTE classes, they'd all be open and have a chance to view and check out. So thanks again for watching, and have a good day.